Hello again, Barn Heights here at Supreme Court's Playdates with Coach Heath Cullom of Sardis and Jayda Lacks, recent offeree of Gadsden State. Coach, glad to have you here today. What's your expectation on these Playdates? You know, coming into this, we didn't used to have these. You know, do you like them? Do you not? What's your thought on the Playdates?
I really enjoy them. You know, we usually get like today our main goal is to get a starting point for summer. You know, to identify weaknesses. You know, that's the big thing today. So I told them going in, you know, don't scoreboard watch. We're not worried about none of that stuff. You know, we're not doing anything special. You know, we're kind of getting a starting point moving forward.
I love how you jump into that too, because so many times you see coaches and teams where you're watching teams play, and they don't really understand, you know, what their role is. Do you define roles pre-season or throughout the season? Does that change?
It'll change. You know, that's big as roles. You know, embracing the role. You know, our team knows. We talked about it yesterday. Actually, either my little ones. You know, the ball's gonna go through her hands. You know, she's not an all-state top 100 player for nothing. You know, she's got to get touches, and that's every group. We're a little bit different. We're going through post players almost every age we got. You know, our best player, most valuable player is a post player from 7th grade up. So we're constantly focusing on getting them touches and running our stuff through them.
So Jayda, last year, virtually a double-double, walk a double-double, 14 and 10. You know, how does that increase this year? You know, how do you score some extra points? How do you get a couple extra rebounds? You know, what do you have to do in this offseason to make your game expand even more?
Well, I've been going to Shooters Paradise Camp recently, and I've been working on my ball handling a little bit more. And so I'm hoping by this year I'll be able to dribble more and shoot further out than I just like being in the post. Because being in the post is it's good and all. I can score down low, but being out, being able to score in other places, it just helps.
Right, and you bring that up. I mean, I remember back when I played, there was a 6'10" and a 6'11" inside. You didn't really go get the dribble in there. So, but that's the point. So ball handling is so important. You got to be able to handle it here and there. But getting to a spot, I think that's something now with kids that you have to get them to their spot where they're comfortable, because there's so much space in the interior. Where is that spot for you? Like off of the wing or off, not in the post, but like where are you most comfortable with basketball off the dribble?
Probably around like the 15-foot area is where I'm most comfortable shooting outside right now. But I hope by working this summer around the 3, I will be like comfortable everything.
She does a great job of attacks off the elbow. She works really well off the elbow, and she can make that shot, which makes them come out. That's what I've been trying to tell her. The more they come out, the easier it is to get in there and go finish for them. So.
Well, there's always a place for shooters, and like you can watch any great of all time, and most of them all triple threat. They all jab. They're all basing it off that jump shot type game. But so you mentioned last year, arguably best team in school history. Which got the pieces coming back, a lot of them. What's the expectation moving forward? You lost to the eventual state champion. You mentioned closing the gap. So many schools out there, teams out there, that have to close that gap. What does that mean?
Number one, like you said, we're defining roles right now. The first few practices, we've got to replace, a point guard who's going to Gadsden State, who, got us some things that we weren't used to. She got people open. So we've got to really find that point guard role, to be able to get the ball inside. And I've got another, post player who's now going to stretch out and play a lot of guard for us. Today's real big for her. So really closing that gap is, we struggled. They got up in our breaches a little bit, and we struggled handling a little pressure. And we didn't do a very good job of, executing a game plan. So, just being more disciplined, I guess, offensively and defensively is a big thing for us. Expectations, I've told our schedule was a lot tougher. I went out and we scheduled.
As it probably should be.
Yeah, we're going on the road, to Ramsey. We're going on the road to Plainview. We're going playing Gadsden City. We're playing some bigger schools, and it's one of the expectations last year was to be the all-time winning team, and we reached that. This year, it's probably not a realistic goal because our schedule, if we win 28, it'll be very, very impressive. But our main goal is to close that gap. Record, and at the end of it don't mean nothing. We will be playing our best ball. February, March. So
you're seeing so many teams now, boys, girls, lower classifications all the way up there. They're just trying to play that better competition and time where it is. So as that gap closes, hopefully this year, and you start the process today, storybook season, it could be whatever you wanted, Jayda, your senior year. What does that look like? You don't area championship, this, that, whatever. But what would be a defining season for the Lady Lions this year?
Honestly, last year was great. But we're hoping this year I want to make it one game further. Another game further, like every year. Like I want to start something different. Like we made it to the 8. I want to go one step further. And then my teammates behind me, I want them to go another step further. Like I want this to like carry on throughout like Sardis history. Like I just want to go further and further until we get to that state championship. That would be amazing.
Well, folks, this is what it sounds like when you're hearing somebody building a program. So, thanks, Coach. Thanks, Jayda. Look forward to today, and I look forward to seeing how y'all progress.
All right, thanks.